What's up, Gunplan modelers? This is Strutter Prime bringing you a new edition of Gundam Customs, and today I am going to build this. The 1/100th scale, master grade Gundam Heavy Arms from the Gundam Wing Endless Waltz animated series. Like the other mobile suits from the Operation Meteor team, you could say, this is one of the most unique mobile suits to come out, because it's one of those mobile suits that pretty much says, I am not using any beam-based weaponry. Everything is all going to be projectile, which is a good thing, because usually projectile-based weaponry doesn't have to worry about any type of shielding or anything like that. They just pretty much plow through anything. The only limitation is, of course, you're going to run out of bullets and missiles. But tell me, who can survive a missile and bullet spam? I'm kind of like quoting myself in like a game like SDGO. But that's not the reason why I'm building. I'm building this because I promised a long time ago that I was going to do all the wing kits in metallic, and I kind of decided to not do it and put it on the back burner. And I've had like ideas on how to modify and configure and do a lot of crazy things on this, but in the end, in a recent question that somebody asked me, wasn't I going to do a metallic version of this? And I said, you know what, I might as well. It's easy, it's cool. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but now with the new Alclad 2 paints, which makes these kits a lot better, I think it's a cool idea to try it on this. Anyway, I mean, yeah, I really like this kit, and now I just want to build it just to get out of the way, and hopefully to do it right, do it really nice for you guys to see. Now, this kit came out in 2012, and I was holding out building this because I was hoping they'll release the Heavy Arms Custom, which of course they're never doing. And now there's talk that they may be coming out with the other mobile suit Gundams from the Wing series as real grade. So it'd be interesting to see this or seeing the Heavy Arms Custom as a real grade. But that remains to be seen. Another thing was that I didn't want to build this, and this was like my thinking back in 2012. I wanted to do something really unique and crazy. I wanted to modify the machine guns inside the chest. So when you open the chest, a little servo inside will turn the machine guns, like if it's firing. Crazy, isn't it? Considering how small, because I remember how, you know, the overall size frame of the wing and the psych that I built a few years ago, didn't seem like a good idea, or didn't seem it was possible, because every time I looked for a little motor of some sort that can be powered by a battery, or can be maybe it could be wind up but powered by a battery, the motor was so fast. And you know, it was ridiculous, because you know, it will look like the motor was so, again, let me say this, the motor design that I found was so powerful that if this thing would open up, these things would have been spinning at 1,000 miles a minute, because it wouldn't be, I didn't want it to go that fast. I wanted it to go like a normal, you know, thing. Plus, reading about resistors and reading about how to control power and all that stuff didn't seem feasible based on everything you could squeeze into the chest. So that idea was thrown out the wayside. Right now, I'm giving someone an idea who probably can do a better job. Try that. See if you can do that. Because also, I was trying to figure out how to make these machine guns turn around as well. The main Gatling gun weapon. But that is something that I will not do. I don't have time to do it. I'm not going to look into it. I have other major projects to work on. We're just going to keep it plain and simple. So, let's review the contents of this kit and see what we have to work with. You guys probably are sick and tired of looking at this kit from other people's builds, so I'm sorry if I'm, pissing someone off. Alright, so we have here some parts that may represent the actual part for the Gatling gun belt. I see the blade. This is part of a shield, I guess. Oh, here's the part for the Gatling gun belt. Here's the armor. Very good colors. See the decals, the stickers. So we have, so we understand we have two types of colors here. We have the orange for the orange trim, and then of course the yellow for the yellow trim. Very few yellow, but you can barely see. You can barely tell with both yellow and orange. White parts and some blue parts here. This is the first time I'm seeing a kit that doesn't have that much blue parts, but a lot of red, yellow, and orange. Here's the red parts, and clearly for the waist unit, for the feet, for the shield. Did they put? Yeah, not the waist unit. Excuse me, the actual skirts, the armored skirt. More parts for, I guess, the Gatling gun and there's the Gatling gun itself. Very nice. Looking at this must represent the missile launcher pack. Yes, all that. Oh, polycaps. And there's a fur part there, clearly for the face. And then we have the parts here for the inner frame, and another tray for the inner frame. And we have the manual here. So let's put this all away. Let's just move that to the side because this is going to be a big manual to look at. And let me just adjust the camera for you guys. There we go. Great design. Okay, so clearly this page represents the history of the Heavy Arms from both the animated series and, of course, the updated, updated design. And then the parts guide. Reviewing the parts, I see 1, 2, 3 parts that doesn't need to be used in the kit, so I'll remove those and put them to the side. I see they put an undergate design on the V-fin. And on this page, I will begin the assembly of the torso unit, followed by the head, and then moving on to the arms. Here's the overall picture design of it. What the kit looks like already painted and built. There is, of course, the famous fight scene between Heavy Arms and Sandrock, and the sorrowful battle where, Hero was piloting the Heavy Arms against the Tallgeese. Yeah, this is going to be nice. And then, of course, here's the assembly of the waist unit, followed by the legs, the weaponry on the legs, the backpack, and of course the weaponry, which basically is the beam Gatling. They refer to it as a beam Gatling gun, but it's still projectile-based weaponry. The shield, the army knife, and then of course it does come. I didn't notice if it did come with it a beam saber hilt with the clear beam, because I know that you could probably remove the right arm, excuse me, not the right arm, the left arm, which is holding the Gatling gun, and simulate that scene where, he had a handicap right there. And then here is the ever important paint guide. Cool. Alright. let's talk about painting. So, overall, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different types of colors. Obviously, I don't count this because I don't know where that is. That could be the eyes and all that stuff, but 6, maybe 5 different types of colors. What do we have for this? Well, clearly the inner frame will be gunmetaled. That's easy enough. Simple. Unique. And that also goes with the Gatling guns as well. I may of course change the barrel and paint something like maybe white aluminum. Maybe on this. Maybe do a trim type thing where I paint one part, one color, one part, the other part, like in the barrels, not the barrels, excuse me, the actual belt clip. Try something unique, like say not paint the whole thing one color, maybe one color and then the other color. Who knows? I've not figured that out yet, but we'll have to flesh that out soon enough. For the red, I had 2 types of red here. I had one called, well actually correction, I have 3 types of red here. I had transparent red, which is clearly like it'll need like an aluminum or silver base, and then this will have to be painted over. Thinking of using this, considering this bottle is already cracked, and if I drop this thing may be gone. Candy Ruby Red would have been a good choice, but Candy Ruby Red turns kits into purple. For those of you who don't remember my build of the Sinanju. Hot metal would probably be a good choice when I was using it on the oh god, what kit did I make that I used hot metal? I completely forgot. I forgot. Oh, I remember. The Red Warrior, which pretty much turned into a dark metallic Red Warrior using the hot metal. So maybe not a good idea. I need something a little lighter, so the transparent red looks like it's going to be the one I'm going to use. And hopefully I'm going to get it at that nice bright shade of tone. So I got that. Now, the yellow and orange, I don't believe that they make it in the yellow and orange, but I have these 2 colors. And for those of you who don't remember, these were the colors paints that I used when I was building, of course, the Sazabi, made in my golden Sazabi. We have a light shade and a dark shade. So the dark shade would probably be good for the orange, while the light shade will be good for the yellow. What do you think of that? And then finally, the overall white. Now, there is another color here which we haven't discussed, and that is the actual chest, because there's that little trim part here. My idea would have been this: priming it using the microfiller primer, giving it the overall coating of bright silver candy base. Actually, no, correction, not this. I'm sorry. Giving it not. Where the hell is it? I thought I. Oh, you know what? Correction. I am not going to use. Oh, actually, yeah, I am going to use this. I apologize. So I am going to use that. But I believe I have very, very little, but I have to double check here. Where are you? Oh, here we go. So I have the gloss black base, but I really don't want to use this because this thing is a pain in the you-know-what ass. For those of you who don't remember, it gives a paint job over it that looks weird. It doesn't look shiny. It does look shiny at one point, but then it has that weird effect. And then, I don't know, maybe I'm doing something wrong, so I'm hesitant to using this. So I am not going to use this guy. Instead, I'm going to use a standard gloss black. This gloss black, of course, should be shiny enough. Obviously, once I finish painting this, I will give it a aqua gloss clear to cover it up, and then finally give it the bright silver candy base over it. Actually, this is a base, but it should still work. So it should give it that overall reflectiveness, overall shine. So these are all the paints that I have that I'm going to use on this kit. What do you think of that? So let's stop talking and let's start building master grade heavy arms.